Hello everyone. If you don't know me or haven't watched any of my other videos before, my name is Janice Perdomo Walker. I am a native to Honduras, Central America, and I've been living in the States since I was 6 years old. But I currently live in Virginia, and I'm just wanted to update and kind of touch base with my myositis journey. The last videos that are on there currently are kind of a rant or frustrations that I've had with doctors who wouldn't listen, um, who would just kind of be indecisive and anything with trying to figure out what's wrong with me. I have currently found a new doctor actually at the end of last year, beginning of this year. She is wonderful. She actually listens, which is always great in a doctor. You don't want a doctor who just like kind of nods and says yeah, and then oh, you have depression, or oh, you have this, or oh, I don't know what it is, let's medicate you. That's always a red flag right there. But you always want a doctor who listens to you. And what makes it even better is that even though she doesn't know about myositis, she has been putting me through the doctors that she thinks I should be seeing, like a new neurologist and a new rheumatologist, which both of them didn't listen. Both of them kind of were a little pompous when I met them, but she still pushed to have, so that I can continue to be heard. She is being an advocate for me, and she also has done research herself to try to figure out or learn more, not figure out, learn more about what myositis is, so that she has a better understanding so she can better help me. So in line with that, she has put me forward again through to John Hopkins, which this time I definitely have an appointment. Last time it was canceled because of past doctors' faulty false notes. And I will be seeing the doctor actually for John Hopkins for myositis in March, and I will be getting a muscle biopsy, which also my new doctor has put through in February. At the end of February, I will be getting a muscle biopsy. The last test results that I had showed that my markers for inclusion body myositis were up, like really high. So they're thinking that it might be that might be the actual diagnosis. At first, I was thinking that it could be dermatomyositis because of skin involvement, which I still do have some skin involvement, but we're not 100% sure that it's dermatomyositis yet. So that's why they're doing the muscle biopsy to see which myositis it is, or if it's an overlap of more than one or overlap of other things with inclusion body myositis. One thing's for sure that I am being told now that for sure it's a type of myositis. They just need to find out which one. So that's why I will be meeting the doctor at John Hopkins to see if maybe she can pinpoint, because she will know better what myositis it might be. But according to everything else, my health is still lagging, I guess. At best, I still struggle going up and down steps. I have definitely slowed down. I was happy because at fall time last year, I was able to go on my first hike that I have been able that I hadn't hiked since, oh gosh, I haven't hiked since late 2016. And last year was my first hike since then, that I was able to go all the way to the point, the finished point, and then, hike back out. I did not go alone. I went with my family, but I was happy that I was finally able to do that, since I hadn't been able to do that since late 2016. Another plus that I have been doing is I've been trying to get my TESOL certificate, which is teach English as a second language, for to ESL students. Or since I used to be a non-English speaker myself, and I know how hard it is, or it was, to learn English, especially at that time. There wasn't no ECL, ESL teachers, and the whole slow screaming process of trying to teach someone didn't work too well. And that's why they ended up putting me in speech therapy, because they also wanted me to get rid of my accent, which happened. I no longer have my Spanish accent, which to me is sad, and kind of disappointing that that's how it was back when I was 6 years old in this country. Because we shouldn't want people to change their culture or language or self or whatever in a country that was built on different cultures. Because a lot of people came over here, and from different countries. So why should we change people? I'm not saying that we shouldn't ask them to be a part of America, or that we should sit there and tell them to to not assimilate a little bit, but to assimilate to the point where they've lost their identity, they've lost themselves. That's wrong, but that's a different story. Always be kind. That's the point. Just always be kind. You never know what other people are dealing with. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know their living situations. You don't know their past, present, future. Just be kind and listen. And always try to be kind to others. You don't know who might need that little compliment, that little hug, that little "you can do it." Being ugly isn't going to change this world. And it also shows your ugliness. You might be beautiful on the outside, but if your inside is ugly, spilling filth and hate, it's don't matter how much makeup you put on, you're going to be ugly. So be kind, and that will show your beauty more than makeup. I promise. You can't. I have an "I don't care what I look like" attitude, and I know it shows. But when you have been living with the disease that doctors haven't diagnosed yet, have weakness and stuff like where you can't barely move, you can barely move your hand to hold a pencil or whatever, things like makeup starts becoming a little more less important in a life when there's so much more that you can do. But that's my update, and I hope that you all will join my channel, subscribe, listen, even to the rants, listen, learn something new. And I'm going to start trying to do some painting tutorials on here for you all, not only for Kindness Rocks, because I'm also part of the Kindness Rocks project, also just, to maybe help soothe you, because I also have a certificate in healing with the arts. So till next time, bye, and be kind.